So I got the listing. Pretty good, right? Not that hard. So if you just follow my steps on how to get the listing, you'll get to where we are now, which is our first open house. Now, granted, there's a lot of things that go into once you have the listing, what do you do to prep for the open house, and little things like prepping the brochure, right? There's a big $16.5 million penthouse in New York City. So whether it's a $200,000 listing where you are, or a $50 million listing where you are, you want to treat every listing the same with regards to the collateral. So I always make beautiful booklets. This is a building called 41 Great Jones in NoHo. Make a beautiful booklet all about the history of the area, the location, the neighborhood, the images of the apartments. It's a lot of money. And the least that I could do is make a nice booklet, right? Also, you create beautiful marketing floor plans. So instead of just a little piece of paper that you print out in your office, spend a little bit extra money and create a beautiful marketing floor plan. So this is a big apartment. It's 3 floors. Right? We went through it. It's big. It's got a beautiful roof deck. I want to show something nice so when the buyer comes through, either to a private appointment or to an open house, they get this and they feel like, wow, they spent some money on this. This is good marketing material. It's going to make them feel better about the whole space, the psychology of the purchase, right? Just like when you're going and buying a fancy car or anything, it comes with a nice brochure. It still blows my mind that real estate agents give out 8.5 by 11 pieces of flimsy paper that they print out in the office, and they say, hey, come spend millions of dollars. Completely crazy. And then once you have all of this ready, you pick your first open house date. In New York City, it's Sundays. Where you are, maybe it's Saturdays, or maybe you like to switch it up and you do a Wednesday evening, maybe 5 o'clock or 6 p.m. when people get off work. Depends on where the open house location is. Depends on who your buyer base is. And that's when you start making phone calls. You call the brokers who have similar listings. You call the brokers who've closed on similar types of listings over the last 24 months. You call buyers in your database. You call buyers who've come to open houses that you've had for other types of listings or your office has had for other types of listings over the last couple months. So you're doing your e-blasts, you're printing out your flyers, you're putting them everywhere that your buyer might come or that brokers that you know have buyers for this home are going to see them. You're sending out direct mail, you're doing everything you possibly can, and now you're here. You're in the home, you're ready for the open house. Now, there are 2 types of open houses that I do and that my team does. You have an A-type open house and a B-type open house, okay? This, for one apartment, for one seller, is a B-type open house. And it's not that crazy, okay? I have coffee from our neighborhood coffee store. I have cookies. This is actually like some of the best cookies ever, and these might kill me. I have all the perfect flyers that I just showed you. I've got the marketing material with the floor plans. I've got the brochure. I've got pricing. I'll even have comparable sales set up in a drawer. So if a buyer comes through and they want to talk about the location, the area, what else is out there, I know exactly what to talk to them about because I know my stuff. And that's really it for the B-type open house. A little bit to drink, a little bit to eat, and oftentimes I'll also bring someone else with me. Maybe I put them outside and they'll be able to greet people outside so you have a great first impression. Or maybe they'll just be helping other people in different rooms if it's going to be really, really busy. That way, my main job is to sell. That way I can find the people that are in the open house, whether it's a group of people or whether it's just one person at a time who I see that are really into it, and I can go after them. I can talk to them about the market. I can give them a cookie. I can give them coffee, make them feel at home. I've got my Bluetooth speaker. I'll put on some Jack Johnson. You know, nothing crazy. Don't weird people out with your own musical tastes. Keep everything calm, okay? And that's when I can really, really push the house and how beautiful it is. And that first open house, that first month of open houses are the most important. So that's the B-type open house. You got something to eat, something to drink, something to listen to. You've got all your market info, maybe put away in a drawer like we talked about, and all of your marketing collateral to showcase how beautiful the space is. And then there's the type A open house. And if I was going to do a type A open house here, I would pick a theme and I would attach it to a story. Remember what we talked about, how stories sell? I bring that story to life. So this building is at 41 Great Jones Street. Great Jones is a really, really small street, and it's an interesting street for its history because it was named after a guy who lived on this street. He was an attorney, actually, a long time ago. His name was Sam Jones, and he was going to give the street to the city, only if they named it after him. But then the city said, yeah, but there's already this other Jones Street, so what do you want to do? And he said, well, I'm greater than that other street, so you're going to call this street Great Jones Street. And that's a true story, by the way, okay? Look it up. And it's easy to find information on the history of the area you're selling in, just like I just did, through Google, through Wikipedia. It's all there. And if you're in an area that has no history, then maybe you do a theme about the future. What's this area going to be like in the future? You can make something up, make it exciting, make it imaginative. People will have fun with it. So my Type A open house is going to be a themed open house, and I'm going to dress up like Sam Jones. I have no idea what he looked like. I just know that he lived hundreds of years ago. And so I'm probably going to dress up like George Washington or somebody like that. And I'm going to bring people through, and I'm going to give them a tour of this place as Sam Jones in character. Now listen, I know what you're thinking. Ryan, that's so crazy. I'm not dressing up as somebody. That's nuts. That's not going to help me sell a property. Oh yeah? I've done it. I've done it for 10 years, and it works. And are people really going to buy this place because I'm dressed up like Sam Jones? Probably not. But are they going to remember this place because I gave them a tour as Sam Jones and talked about the history of the area, which no other broker talks about, and made the open house actually fun, which no other broker is going to do? Absolutely. And that's what you want to be. You want to be memorable. You don't want to just have another open house with a little piece of paper, looking disgruntled, looking too busy, and having people walk in and walk out. Because every listing you have is a potential commission that you're going to lose if you just don't put in the effort. So all I'm asking you to do, if you want to be the best salesperson you can be, if you want to be me, if you want to be one of the salespeople who are on my team, is you're going to try just a little bit harder. And those are the two types of open houses that I and my team do. Now go and see what you can do in yours.